Okay.
You're always cold with those nipples.
I know, literally.
Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Welcome to Let's Be Honest. And Kristin's nipples are here once again.
What do you know?
Nipples out. Up and out. They're so perky.
I want to keep that the intro. By the way, I'm so sick of being like, welcome to Let's Be Honest. I'm your host.
My God.
Like, I can't do it anymore.
Oh, I could never. You know what I do every time that I come here to do the podcast? Because I take everything really seriously.
Yeah,
you know this about me. I listen to the last episode that we did. Because I don't want to do any repeats.
Research and development.
Yeah. I just want to feel like what the flow was there. Because I don't want to repeat a story. Because sometimes I'll do that. Let me tell you. I'm going to be the old man that tells the same story over and over. Like, you're going to be like, Justin, we've heard that story 4 times today.
Today alone, Justin. Yeah. Move on from that. No, because you're going to stay busy. You're going to stay active. I'm going to have a coffee shop and you guys are going to have a sandwich shop. So we're going to have lots of stories.
That is our plan. Isn't that so cute? You guys listening?
Have I said to you, I think I wanted to be in Greece? Did I say this yet?
Yeah, we just did that talk a couple weeks ago. Yeah. So we're going to look for property this time.
So when this airs, so we go to Greece in a couple days. When this airs, we will be in Greece currently looking at properties. So we'll get back to you guys on that.
Our dream, though, is to end up somewhere beachy because that's our vibe. At our core, we are beach bunnies.
Beach girls.
Yeah, we're beach girls. And so we want to be in the same beach community and we each want to have like a little shop. You're going to do coffee and we want to do a sandwich shop. Yeah. Scoot's sandwich shop. And I want them to deliver the sandwiches on cute little bikes that say scooters. Isn't that cute? Or that's scooters. So scooters with a basket.
I think on a scooter.
Yeah. Don't steal that idea.
That would make sense. Yeah, you guys, you're not allowed to steal this idea.
And we're going to be so cute and like old and tan and eating from the land and the water. Like catching fish. Like Mark will be catching fish.
Scoot
with
can
his
have
bare
the
hands.
catch of the day sandwich.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it's going to be such
I just want to be, okay, here's my issue with coffee shops. I hate a coffee shop that isn't open at 6 a.m. because I'm sorry. People need coffee starting at 6 a.m. A lot of coffee shops open at like 8 or 9. I'm like, who do you think you are?
That's here though. Like in Nashville.
There's some in LA too.
Oh, really?
Because anytime I go to LA, I wake up really early because I'm always on Central Time. There is one place, Earth Cafe, that's open at 6 a.m. Everything else is later.
Earth Cafe, I think, is the best coffee in the world.
They must put actual sugar in it.
No, I think so too. Because I think it is the best coffee I've ever had. And everyone's like, because it's in LA, it's this really like popular coffee shop or whatever. And whenever I say that, people are like, you're so basic. Like, because it's such a popular place. I'm like,
I am basic.
By the way, I'm the most basic person in the world. Give me a pumpkin spice latte and like a yummy latte from Earth Cafe and I'm into heaven.
I own that.
I will forever be basic.
Yeah,
by the
same.
way, basic with a lot of charm.
See, I like that.
Added charm.
But so I have this issue with coffee shops. So mine will be open 6 a.m. and then we'll probably close like noon, honestly. It's not going to be an all day thing. Also, I want someone who's going to basically run it. I want to come in and just like socialize and, have my little community, get my stories.
I kind of knew that already. I don't need
to be slaving away. I don't even care if my coffee shop makes money at this point. It's really
that is
just
the
for
absolute
community
dream in life is
and
to
good
do
coffee.
Yeah. So do you say to create a community?
Yeah.
That is so cute. I love this side of you. You're really becoming soft. It's so sweet.
I know. I want a community. And I'm such a coffee snob that I want like the most amazing organic coffee. And I want like fancy milks. I want you to be able to get like pistachio milk, macadamia nut milk, all homemade, by the way. So there's no gums, no bullshit in them. Everything's going to be really healthy, but really good.
I love it.
Thank you. So you guys can come to Greece in 10 years if you want to experience my coffee shop.
God, and we're gonna outlive everyone, you and I. When we're just living off the earth like that, we're gonna be so healthy. I was thinking this morning too. I get better looking as I get older, so like I'm gonna be so hot as I'm older. Like I wasn't very cute when I was younger. Like I'm gonna be like a hot older man, like just like shredded, because I'll be going against time. Like they'll be like, how does that 7-year-old guy look like that? How do he have that much energy? Like he's a sexy daddy,
It's also just your life. Like our lifestyle in 10 years, let's say, is going to be so chill. Like I can't wait to be so chill. My adrenals are going to be so happy. My adrenal glands, my cortisol levels.
It's a real thing, though.
It's so real.
Well, yours and ours are always really heightened. They're turned on.
We run high.
Yeah. So I'm always hot. I'm always sweaty because it's like there's too much energy inside of me.
It is true. Like, but our personalities, like even yesterday, I was able to like actually sit on my couch and watch the new Kevin Costner movie, by the way, the Western with Sienna Miller. It's the first.
Sienna Miller and Kevin Costner in a movie together.
That's why I said I'm watching this.
Those are your two favorites.
I'm watching this movie. They
Whoa.
don't. I know. I thought they were gonna. Well, I don't want to ruin it for anyone. I thought they were gonna fall in love. They don't.
Wait, they're in an actual movie together?
It's
How
a
is no one
Western.
talking?
I think it just came out.
This is the problem too with media right now, like TV, movies, all that. There's so much shit out there. How do you even know when things are out?
I know.
Like, and things come so fast. The same with music. Like a song is popular for 2 days.
I know. It's also weird too because you'll see actors doing a press tour and then you're like, cool, okay, I guess the movie is about to come out. But then like I saw this one and then it was on Netflix and I was like, wait, did it not even go to theaters?
There's no build up either.
No,
like,
there's not.
Yeah.
It's movies are having a weird time.
Very interesting.
It is
Hey, one
interesting.
thing that I was thinking about when I was talking about looks. Okay, so this morning I was on the treadmill because I'm like working out a lot before we go to Greece. Like I waited to the last minute.
I know.
Like I really waited till the
No,
last
you're
minute. Like
kicking
I'm
it
on,
into
I'm
high
an
gear.
overdrive.
And
But-
also every day he's like, I'm hungry. I'm like last night I made that carbone pasta. I'm like, I'm on the worst pre-Greece diet. It's not even funny.
You're a sick bitch.
I know.
I'm in the middle of a detox right now. And you just talked about.
I
the
was gonna
carbone
tell you last
pasta.
night, but I was like, I won't because I know you're doing a detox.
That pasta is the best pasta in the world. What was I gonna say? Oh, so my thing on the treadmill right now is I watch all these old music videos. I told you about this, and
Yeah.
like it's so motivating. Like when you're walking on an incline, you just like watch really good music videos. I was watching this Jennifer Lopez video, and she looked. So I
Which
think
one?
it was called. It's the one about the big butt, big booty with Iggy Azalea.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Okay, so I think J-Lo looks amazing right now, like stunning, right? Like she's incredible. I was watching this video. She looked so young and so hot in this. Like
And that was what, a few years ago?
it was like 10 years ago.
Well, yeah.
But do you watch videos of yourself from a long time ago or see pictures and think, wow, I used to look so good? Or do you?
No.
Me either. So for some reason I started thinking about it. I was like, I think I get better. Like I don't, but I feel like some celebrities would see like a video of themselves from 10 years ago and be like, God, I looked so good back then or young or whatever. I'm the type like, I think I look, like I can't wait to see me in 5 years.
No,
you know?
I
like,
agree. I actually feel the same way too.
I think the reason I'm asking you is because I think you have that thing.
I always had like baby fat. Like until
Yeah.
I was like probably 30.
Last year.
No, literally until I was like 30 and then I got too skinny for a few years. And so I feel like I finally in the last like year have like figured out my weight situation. And I do think that plays a role in your face. And I also just think like, I think there's so many factors with the way you look. I think it's happiness. I think it's.
Well, to get deeper, what I was really thinking about is like, you know how a lot of like women or men will have like their glory years or something. Like some women love to look at their wedding photos because like that's the best I've ever looked or whatever. I don't think I look good in the past, like ever. Every time I see an old photo of myself, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking?
But I thought I looked good, you know? I was like, I got it going on.
Okay.
But
Okay,
yeah, I'm like, ew, I
but
looked
do you
like
think some people
shit.
do look at video pictures and like, God, I wish I looked like that again?
100%.
I never want to go back.
No, same. I think most people are like that.
Yeah.
I really do.
I
mean, I see some photos in my mid-20s where I'm like, God, I didn't appreciate how much, like, you know, I didn't have any lines. You know, like my under eyes weren't concave.
God, you wish.
Hollow. But no, I do. I just feel the best I've ever felt too.
I do too. I feel like it's just getting better and better, you know?
So we're excited for the future. Okay, but so it's crazy to me because here we are at the end of July already, which is insane. Most people in the country, I feel like they're like just now getting settled into summer. They still have like another month because, you know, like school doesn't go back till after Labor Day in California. And I know a lot of places are like that. Not here. My kids go back in a week. 1
week from right now?
Yes, Justin. We go back so early in August. Camden's birthday is August 8th, and we go back before that. To me,
that doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense. To me, August is a crucial, big part of summer.
August is the summer month.
I know.
And the other thing, are they torturing these children? Because
so.
August is the hottest month in Tennessee. So why are you putting them back in a classroom? Like
Isn't
that doesn't
insane?
make sense.
It's insane to me.
That feels like torture.
So I'm right now getting all of the back to school emails. I'm having to like pull out their backpacks and their lunch boxes and like make sure everyone has a water bottle. It's like, what?
I would homeschool. You should homeschool. You should homeschool. The Cavallari school goes to school from
you're right.
what, January to March.
Yeah.
That would be your schedule.
Literally. But it's insane to me that I'm already back to school. So literally the second we get home from Greece, I'm like back in the swing of things.
But do you all like parents also like when their kids go back to routine, right?
Yeah, it'll be good, I think, just to have the days, but my whole family, my kids have been sleeping in so late. This is the first summer, the boys and Sailor too, but they've been sleeping until like 10:30.
You like that?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been sleeping in late.
Really?
I've had a couple mornings where I've slept till 9. I haven't done that since pre-kids.
Word.
Pre-kids.
So excited to talk to you guys about Nutrafol. If you follow me on Instagram, you've definitely seen me post about them recently. I've been taking Nutrafol for about 9 months now, and you guys, the results that I've seen are honestly shocking. I've posted before and afters on my socials, and people always can't believe it. Long story short, I had a lot of breakage a couple years ago, so I've been trying to grow out my layers. And so what I've been doing is I've been cutting length so that my hair is more one length. And I'm really close to having all of my layers grown out. I could not be more excited, you guys. I just honestly, my hair is important to me. And when I feel good about my hair, I think I just have more confidence. I think most women and men can relate to that. I've also gotten a lot of my friends hooked on Nutrafol. Another thing I love so much about them is that it's all natural ingredients. You have peace of mind when you take this, knowing that you're doing a good thing for your body. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, with over 1 million people seeing thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding. Everyone's root causes of hair thinning are different, so a one size fits all approach to hair growth doesn't cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout different stages, such as postpartum and menopause, as well as different lifestyles, such as plant-based diets. Physician formulated with drug-free ingredients, Nutrafol supplements support healthy hair growth from within by targeting root causes of thinning, including stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, lifestyle, and metabolism as they evolve throughout a woman's life. Get results you can run your fingers through. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering my listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code HONEST. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code HONEST. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code HONEST. All right, guys, let's talk about game time. I love going to concerts. I just recently went to the Zach Bryan concert here in Nashville, which was a ton of fun. And now I am currently looking at fall schedules. I'm probably going to go to Chicago for Kygo and go see one of my besties. So we'll see. But that's why I love Game Time so much, because they make getting tickets for concerts and events faster and easier, even if you don't buy tickets right away. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to show start time. That's why I am keeping my eyes peeled right now for Kygo, and I'm going to wait to pull the trigger. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying concert tickets. Game Time has this feature called last-minute tickets. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Because I'm moving this fall and I've kind of got a lot going on, I'm not ready to buy my Kygo tickets. But that's why I also feel like sometimes when you do wait until the last minute, you can find such great deals on the Game Time app that I'm just kind of monitoring, keeping an eye out, and then I'm going to see as it gets a little bit closer. Also, if you guys are baseball fans, it's easy to find and buy MLB tickets, and for every kind of event in your area. My mind is on that because Kygo's in Chicago. The Cubs are also playing. I might try to hit up both. And we all know how expensive concert tickets can be. So what I love about their last minute deals is you can save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater. I mean, the list goes on. Take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code HONEST for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code HONEST, HONEST, for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, let's talk about something that we all need to survive, which is water, particularly Smartwater. Guys, I can't say enough good stuff about Smartwater. Obviously, it looks great, right? The bottle is awesome. It's easy to throw in your hand, your purse. It fits in every car cup holder, which is great. I also love that I know I can always count on finding it, whether you're on a road trip this summer, if you're flying, which I do a lot of. I know I can always find it at every airport, every gas station, obviously the grocery store. I can always count on it. It has become my favorite accessory only because I always have a water bottle with me. I'm always carrying one with me no matter where I go because I just love to stay hydrated throughout the day. In a world filled with overthinking, they're providing a refreshing change of pace, a moment of clarity with a simple choice of hydrating with Smartwater. When it comes to living my life, there's a lot to overthink. Right now, I'm knee deep in moving stress and all that good stuff, but at least I don't have to overthink my water. Smartwater has that pure, crisp taste that we all know and love and is super hydrating. It's vapor distilled through a process inspired by the clouds. And Smartwater has added electrolytes for a really good taste. Life's full of choices. Smartwater is a simple one. Visit drinksmartwater.com to learn more. Again, that's drinksmartwater.com to learn more.
So there's been a shift now, and now I'm like, God, setting my alarm for 6 a.m. every day again is not going to be fun. I'm not looking forward to it. And just like the chaos of the morning of like packing lunches and breakfast and all the things. But it got me thinking about summer. And I want to tell you guys what I did do over the 4th of July. So I traveled a lot this summer, and the week of the 4th of July, I was supposed to go to 30A. And if you guys don't know what 30A is, it is a strip of really beautiful beaches in the panhandle of Florida. It's like a 6.5, 7-hour drive from Nashville. So we went a lot during COVID.
It's beautiful.
Because it was open. and people in Nashville we go. That's what, spring break, fall break, whatever, people go. And so I was supposed to go with Mark and a bunch of his friends and his brother. And my ex-husband has my kids for 2 non-consecutive weeks this summer. So that was one of them. And then while we're in Greece is another week. We had just gotten back from the Bahamas with the kids. I knew I had my friend's 40th in Mexico, this Greece trip. There was just a lot. And I knew when I said...
You were back to back for a minute.
It was a lot. And when I knew when I said yes to 30A, I was like, in my head, I was like, fuck, I know I'm going to want to stay home. But I also felt bad because every trip that we've taken has been with my kids, with my friends, And so this was Mark's friend. So I was like, I need to do this for him, right? Okay, so I said yes. I overextended myself. And then you guys, I think it was... I started laying the groundwork. We were supposed to leave on a Sunday. I think on Thursday, I was like, hey, I'm really stressed out and I have a lot going on. And I don't have an opportunity to be at my house without my kids for a few days until like Christmas. And he was obviously really upset, but we talked about it. And then finally Saturday, I was like, I can't go. I need to be able to stay home to relax, catch up on life, and just have a minute to myself. Because I'm someone who really recharges with alone time. And I just, I think it's interesting because I think in a lot of situations in a relationship like that would almost be a deal breaker for a lot of people, especially.
What part?
Well, early on, because I think it takes a special kind of guy to understand, like, okay, you need this time, and I'm going to respect that. Obviously, he was upset about it, and he had every right to be upset about it. And I felt bad because I waited till the last minute. Like I wish when we first talked about it, I had the what's the right word? Hindsight?
Foresight?
Foreskin? I wish I had the foreskin. I wish I had the foresight to be like, I know I'm not going to want to do it.
That's what I think it actually was. Like
why I felt so bad?
Yeah, okay, so then what ended up happening with you and I, because I'm listening to the story like it's the first time I've heard it, but I've heard the story before. But the part that I'll interject into, put myself into, let me in, come on. Is okay. So you really fill your schedule nonstop, right? Then as that was coming up, you and I were talking, and I could hear it in your voice. Like you were just stressed. You were just like, fuck, I have to do this. Because I think I had asked you to do maybe a dinner or something, or like, do you want to do a workout? And you're like, Justin, honestly, I have so much going on. I can't do anything, blah, blah. And I was like, Kristin, what's going on? Like, it's summer. Let's slow it down. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be so stressed out. And then you told me about that. I'm like, and I said it, sorry, Mark, if you're listening. I was like, Kristin, why don't you just let Mark, or be really honest with Mark, say, everything is so back to back right now. I need to skip this trip.
Yeah.
So we kind of talked about it together. And this is a really cute thing about you. You really do think about people's feelings a lot. Like people from the outside, I think people would be like, Kristin does whatever Kristin wants or whatever. But with people you care about, you show up. You don't cancel. You're like, no, I need to do this for them, whatever, right? So you kind of were saying that to me. You're like, no,
Yeah.
I committed to this. And I was like, but Kristin, if you go down there and you're grumpy, it's not going to be a good trip for him. It's not going to be a good trip for you. You're going to come back even more tired.
I was going to get burnt out. If I went, I would have gotten burnt out.
So we talked through that whole thing. When you first said it to him, he did get upset.
Yeah.
Understandably.
Yeah.
100% understandably. But the way that you guys worked through it was very mature.
Very mature.
And different for you.
Different way.
For you dating.
Right. Because in the past,
It would have been a fight.
It would have been a huge issue. And then I would have ended up going, actually.
And then fought the whole time. Do you need me to pat your back?
Yeah.
What's caught in your throat? Little frog in your throat?
But
I put you over my shoulder. We'll just adjust the microphone.
oh my God. But yeah, and I think in situations like that, when you can really talk about where you're both coming from, it can bring you closer.
Did it?
I mean, yeah, I think it did, because I think having those
We broke up.
I got a text from my publicist yesterday that Us Weekly called him saying that we broke up.
Where do they get this stuff from? Like how?
I was like sitting. Well, you know what's funny? I said, because Mark was with me, and I said to him, I guarantee it's just because I haven't posted him in a while. I really haven't been posting at all. We haven't really been seen together in a while, and I was like, it's probably just Us Weekly fishing. And then Jack texted me the same thing 2 minutes later. He's like, they're probably just looking for something. Because I haven't really talked about him at all. But anyways, wait, was I gonna hold on? I was gonna say something else about that though. I'll edit this.
But how did you guys work through it? Like it ended up being like he understood.
He understood. And you know what I tried to explain to him? I was like, when I became a mom, I had to put myself first. I think that was like the big conversation, is like, I'm always going to put myself first, because if I don't and I have nothing to give, I can't show up as a mom. I can't show up as a girlfriend. I will literally crumble. And that's one thing, I remember like when I first had kids, I think it was Juliana Rancic did an interview saying that she makes herself a priority and actually her relationship, and she got shit on. And I remember being like, that is so messed up, because moms should be putting themselves first, so that if my tank is full, I'm a better mom. I'm a better girlfriend. I'm a better friend. I show up in every way a million times better. If I'm burnt
But you know
out,
what? That you explained it better, because if I just heard Juliana say that, and we'd be like, wait, but shouldn't your kids be put first? But the way that you explain it, that's 100% true.
That's why.
Yeah. Like, but I could see people on the outside being like, no, your kids are always first or whatever. But what you're saying is your kids are the priority. But if you're not at full, there's no way you could take care of your kids.
Yeah, because if
it's like the mask on the plane thing, right?
Yeah, how you put your oxygen mask on before your kids. Yeah, because if I'm burnt out and tired, I'm not going to show up in the way that I want to for my kids. Mm-hmm. My fuse is going to be really short. I'm probably going to snap. I'm not going to be able to have conversations with them. I feel like at my kids' ages right now, everything is a teachable moment. So I would let all of those teachable moments slide, because I wouldn't have the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, so I think putting yourself first.
Was that a thing for you in the past?
Yeah, because I think
you would let yourself get to the point where you're burnt out.
Oh yeah, yeah,
because I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, and I had to learn the hard way.
And now I feel like you're getting better at it, and I think that's
creating boundaries.
Yes,
which is important in a relationship,
and not feeling like you have to do everything for the other person, or like. Yeah.
I think it's also just like, listen, I think for Mark too, and especially someone who doesn't have kids, I had this conversation with him of like, I will always be the priority. I am always going to put myself first, because I have to, because I'm a mom. And I think at first when I said that, he didn't really understand. He was like, no, I know your kids are always going to be the priority. Sort of like, why are you saying that to me? This has nothing to do with your kids. But it's like, no, you're not understanding me. Because as a mom, because I can't bend in other areas when being a mom is the priority. So if that means I can't show up in other ways because my kids are my priority, then that's what I have to do. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I wonder how.
You want me to draw a diagram?
No. You know how I am. I try to like think everything through. I'm trying to think of every character and how they're processing it, because that also is a big thing for a guy to hear in a new relationship. But that's the reality. It's the reality. That's the reality you're in.
And that's why I'm trying to have these conversations early on.
Boom.
Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm always going to put myself first. So if that's a problem, then maybe this won't work.
I hate that I keep saying work, by the way. That's like so 10 years ago. But I love that, because you're putting it up front.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Mark for a second, him being like, this relationship is new to me, and I love you, and I want to spend all this time with you and stuff. But the reality is you have 3 kids.
Yeah,
you
I
have a
can't.
busy life. And like, this has to be an understanding from the get-go.
Yeah.
know?
And by the way, I understand being 24 and wanting to be with your new boyfriend or girlfriend constantly. I get that. Unfortunately, that's not my life anymore, so it's tough.
That's so healthy.
I'm trying really
Everyone
hard.
should date older or like more mature. They should, I mean.
You can learn a lot.
Yeah. That's also why I think that age gap relationships sometimes do really well when it's the right combination. When it's 2 people kind of learning from each other.
You want to know what else I'm doing? This motherfucker signed up for TSA pre-check. I'm getting him enrolled in global services. I'm like, let me teach you how to be in the world. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, let me go back to the week of the 4th of July. So I was at my house. It was probably 4 days actually by myself. I didn't do anything. You asked me to go to dinner with you. I didn't go. I had other friends I could have seen too. I said no to everything. I stayed at my house by myself. I didn't wash my hair. I didn't shave. I didn't put any makeup
so
on.
good.
And it was the most amazing week of my life. I slept. I didn't have to cook for anybody but me.
I love
It
you
was the
doing
most
that.
relaxing, best week of my life. The 4th of July, you know what I did? I ate a little microdose mushroom gummy and I laid out by my pool by myself.
You jerked off so much that day.
I did.
I know it. I knew
I actually was laying out by my pool naked too. I was like, this is freedom, honey.
Oh my gosh.
Best 4th of July of my life.
That is so great. I love that you did that.
Heaven. So it was worth it. I needed it. And Mark and I are still together, even though Jack's getting calls that we broke up.
Talk about the girl.
Oh my God. Wait. Okay. So, oh God.
This story is going to get us both fired up. Oh my gosh. We're going to have to take a nap after this.
I know. Okay. So Walmart is in 30A. He's with all of his guy friends, his brother. Okay. I'm home by myself. So I get a DM. Was it after the 4th? No, I think it was after the 3rd. And it is a DM from a girl. I'm not even going to say the name because I don't even want to give her credit. But it's a girl. She's got a picture.
Well, she's not real.
Oh, okay. So it's Erin.
No. Don't say her name,
okay,
but just like
okay.
it's a troll account. Somebody made a fake account.
Okay, I didn't know that. So to me, this account looks very real. She has 176 followers. She's following 143. She does only have one post. That's a little bit of a red flag. Her account's private, but there's a picture of this girl. Like she looks like a normal girl, right? Okay. So she DMs me and says at 7:07 a.m. So this must have been on the 4th, talking about the 3rd. P.S. Your boy Toy is already scoping out a new caliber of hot girl. Let me explain something to you guys. Even if I actually didn't know if Mark went out or not, I went to bed and I did think he was going to go out. They went on a boat, they went fishing, and then I did think he was going to stop at a bar on the way home. But so at this point, it's like 7 a.m, right? I haven't spoken to Mark yet. And I did think he was out, but this DM didn't sway me in the slightest. I sent it to you, but I still wasn't like,
You sent it to me in like a kind of a laughing way, like you were
Yeah.
laughing over it. And my immediate reaction was like, first of all, okay, if it was a normal woman with good intentions, that maybe they would write to you and say, which would still be weird because they're a stranger to you, but whatever. She would be like, hey, Kristin, I know this might be weird, but I saw your guy last night and he was flirting. Like I've been a
Right.
fan of yours for a long time. I saw this, he was flirting. Maybe it was nothing, whatever. That person wrote that to get under your skin.
Totally.
And the thing that you and I were talking about that morning is like, why would you want to do that to another girl? And even if that is true to this woman, let's say she saw him at a bar, that's the text, that's the DM that you're going to send.
Right.
Not give it any sort of context or even be like, so that's a troll account. That's a nasty, negative woman who's trying to put something into your head. And what we immediately talked about is like, I was like, Kristin, imagine if you were like an insecure girl who was already insecure about not being on a trip with your partner, and then some asshole does that through a DM just to mess with your head. That is when people are evil to each other.
I know. Right. Like this person is a piece of shit. And you actually figured out that it was in fact a fake account.
Well, I am like a detective with this stuff,
Literally.
but I went in deep and we know about this girl, by the way. She's probably listening too. But yeah, I know how to find out when these
so he
accounts
figured
are
out
fake.
it was a fake account because I was like, I honestly don't.
But the account
think
was
it is.
just made. Like she
Yeah.
made the account to send you that message.
Yeah. Which is, I love that you could figure that shit out because I don't know how to. But so then I was like, ew, that's even weirder. But here's the best part. So if I sent it to Mark, not to be like, what the fuck were you doing? But he didn't even go out. So he wasn't even out the night before. He went home and went to bed. And listen, like I trust Mark with my life. If you guys have seen him out, I actually have friends in Nashville who have seen him out who he doesn't know. And he's always like, he's behaving. He's like literally, he doesn't talk to other girls. Even if he did talk to other girls, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, that's the bigger message here, though, because I think that is a lot of people's biggest insecurity is cheating, right? Obviously. And that's why there's a lot of relationships where there's people who would like never let their man go to a bar without them, or vice versa. Man would let the girl, whatever. I think that's a huge red flag in a relationship. I've always had this thing where it's like, I want Scoot to be out there. And by the way, I think it's so hot when people flirt with Scoot. I say this all the time or whatever. But that's most people's biggest insecurity. By the way, if Mark's going to do that, you're going to find out at some point.
He's going to do it.
Yeah, the last thing you need to do is sit around worrying about it. But you also know Mark well enough to know that he's not.
Also, I find that when you try to keep such a tight leash on your partner, it makes them want to go the other way. But obviously, when I decided not to go to 30A, I knew he was going to be out with his boys. Like, I knew that. And I was okay with that. I trust him. Like, if you don't have trust in a relationship, you quite honestly have nothing.
Yeah, that's where it really starts from. What would you care? Like, okay, if a guy went out with his friends and he's at a bar, like, flirt, is it a big deal?
No,
like,
I think flirting is fun. Sorry.
I do too. I think it's healthy. We're all human. Like, you don't grow out of that. You know, like, I'm honestly, if somebody is like flirting with Scoot at a bar or staring at him, like, I think it's hot. Even if Scoot kind of like gave him a look and smiled or whatever, it's like, whatever, like you should
trust him.
I'm secure in my relationship. You know,
that's the thing. It's like, I know how Mark feels about me, so I'm not like whatever. Also, go try. If you girls see him out, go try.
Yeah, and if it happens, then
let me know, and then thank you.
But the thing that was bothering the two of us was just like, that's such
that delivery,
mean girl behavior. You know, whoever that person is, to take the time to create that account and send that message just to try to put like a negative thought in your head, or to try to make you anxious about your partner. Like, that's such a shitty person.
Yeah, it really is. It really is shitty. I love that he wasn't even out. He was like, well, that's funny because I didn't go out last night.
Yeah.
And I will say, actually, since we're just on the subject, Mark is really good about, he hardly ever goes out, actually, even if we're not together. Like, we got home from my friend's 40th birthday the other day, and we weren't together for a couple nights, and Caleb and Cutter, his roommates, went to like some Post Malone event and another event, and he didn't go. He stayed home and made dinner and watched a movie because he was like, I think it's
he's
weird.
Chill.
He has
that chill energy. He's kind of like a Scoot. You want to know the other positive? When you look like Mark or you look like a Scoot, I feel like guys who cheat, it's because they're insecure about their looks, or they're not getting a lot of attention from girls, so they want to go out and get drunk and they want to flirt with a girl, even if she's like a nasty girl. It feeds their ego.
Yep.
Mark doesn't need that. No. Like, you see, like, the way that Mark is so confident, he's not gonna be one of those guys. Also, that Scoot thing, Scoot could care less if people think he's hot.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's so crazy traveling.
Where me, it'd be different. You guys, you could probably get it out of me. You know, me in my 20s, I would cheat. Somebody gave me attention, I'm all, sure, line up. Someone wants to kiss me, absolutely.
Oh my God, please. It's crazy traveling with Mark, though, because the way that women look at him, like, women do a double take. Like, it is crazy. I've never seen anything like it, actually. I never have. I've never been around someone where there are so many double takes from all ages of women, by the way.
No, because we're going to annoy people talking about this, but yeah, because when you look like that. Here's the thing. The four of us in fucking Mykonos, bro, us four walking into a restaurant together, I'm going to look like I work for you guys. I'm going to look like your manager. They're going to be like, how do those people look like that? Oh, and who's the tall, loud, funny guy? You know, and I'm just like, hey, these are my clients. I'm a talent manager.
Oh my God.
The three of you together, though, and I'm being funny. Like, I know that I'm dynamic in my own ways. You know, I'm a presence, whatever. But like, yeah, you three, like that, the looks of that. I can only imagine when we go. It's gonna feel it'll feel like a Britney Spears video. Like when we walk into a bar, you know, the three of you, and then I'll be like your bouncer. I'll be your bodyguard. I'm gonna wear glasses to every club.
Oh my God, I can.
With a little earpiece.
All right, while I might not be currently on the dating apps anymore, I still do want to talk to you guys about eHarmony. The best relationships are the ones where we feel comfortable being ourselves, right? They're with people who really see us for us, someone who just gets us. So why not use a dating app that is designed to do specifically that? eHarmony helps you find someone you can be yourself with. The eHarmony sign-up process gives each person a distinct personality profile that shows what makes them them, based on a set of questions everyone on the platform answers. eHarmony members see how shared personality traits with people feel instantly relatable and how differences can complement one another. Guys, we all know dating is not easy, and the apps aren't always easy either. That's why I partnered with eHarmony, because dating is actually different on eHarmony. They want you to find someone who really gets you, someone you can just be fully comfortable with. Also, their compatibility quiz is awesome because it helps your personality really shine, which makes profiles on eHarmony way more interesting and fun to read. I hate the apps that you literally don't even have to say anything about yourself. Like, I want to know what I'm getting into, because then we can know if we're going to have things in common, or maybe there's deal breakers on there, and then and you're not going to waste time talking to someone. So that's why I would really encourage you guys, my single folks out there, to give eHarmony a shot. So you can get started with their compatibility quiz, and then you can find someone you can be yourself with. Get who gets you on eHarmony. Sign up today. Okay, let's talk about Bon Charge. Bon Charge is a holistic wellness brand with a huge range of evidence-based products to optimize your life in every way. Founded on science and inspired by nature, all Bon Charge products adopt ancestral ways of living in our modern-day world. Their extensive range of premium wellness products helps you sleep better, perform better, have more energy, recover faster, balance hormones, reduce inflammation. I mean, the list is endless. From blue light glasses and infrared saunas to red light therapy to EMF management and circadian friendly lighting, Bon Charge products help you naturally address the issues of our modern day way of life effortlessly and with maximum impact. My personal favorite product from Bon Charge is their red light face mask. It helps with wrinkles and fine lines, sore jaw, eczema, if you get migraines or have acne, scar tissue, wound healing. It's also just incredibly relaxing. It can also help with razor burn and ingrown facial hair. I've been using it religiously, and you guys, I do feel like the lines on my face are a bit softer. I just feel like I have a little bit more of a youthful glow. So, hey, I am here for it. And red light therapy has been reviewed in over 4,000 peer-reviewed studies, with 400 plus being double-blind placebo trials. It's nice and easy to use. You could do it while watching TV, taking your dogs for a walk, if you don't mind your neighbors thinking you look a little crazy, cooking a meal. You could even do it putting the kids to bed. Both near infrared and red light boost collagen and elastin production. It's super lightweight on the face and it doesn't get hot. Guys, I've tried other brands and they don't even compare to the Bon Charge one. Another thing I love so much about the Bon Charge one is zero EMF radiation. If you guys know anything about me, you know how important that is to me. Go to boncharge.com and use coupon code HONEST to save 15%. That's BONCHARGE.com and use coupon code HONEST to save 15%. I want to talk to you guys about the farmer's dog. If you guys don't know about the farmer's dog yet, you need to switch your dog's food. I am telling you. The days are warmer, the walks are longer, and one easy way to help your dog shine this season is with fresh, healthy food from the farmer's dog. The farmer's dog makes real fresh dog food and delivers it right to your door. Recipes are developed by vet nutritionists, made from real meat and veggies, and portioned just for your dog, making it easy to say goodbye to your typical gross kibble and feed your dogs real food with real benefits. Not only do my dogs go insane for this food, like they have actual drool hanging from their mouths when I'm getting it ready for them, they devour it in 2 seconds. They also, I can just tell, like Kona, my German Shepherd, she's 10. She's starting to be a little bit slower, but I've completely switched her over to the farmer's dog for, I guess, maybe about 6 months now. And you guys, she has more energy. She's able to still chase her squirrels outside, no problem. And she just has a little more pep in her step. So I think it's never too late. It's smart, healthy pet food you can feel good about feeding your pup. It's the best option for dogs of all life stages, like I was just saying, because it's not kibble, it's not canned goo, it's real healthy food. Traditional dry and wet dog food options are highly processed. They can use much lower quality ingredients than they claim to, and they're extremely difficult to portion accurately. So So guys, you're going to want to check this out, and you can get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/honest. Plus, you get free shipping. Just go to thefarmersdog.com/honest to get 50% off. That's thefarmersdog.com/honest.
I can please do it, actually. I cannot wait for Greece. I'm so excited. Have you packed yet?
I'm taking this packing very seriously. So we start tomorrow, and I'm going to kind of like lay it all out, you know, because then we immediately go to Nantucket after, and we're going to Nantucket.
You're going immediately?
No, I mean, we come home for like a little break, but I'm kind of packing Nantucket too, just so I have an idea of what needs to like be dry cleaned and brought back out, whatever. I have a whole system.
That's good.
You know, I have like my summer closet upstairs. Do you do that?
No, I've got everything in my closet.
Oh, yeah. Well, your closet's the size of an apartment.
Okay. I have a beach section.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
How big is that?
It's not that big.
900 square feet. No, but I switch out my closet seasonal.
I like
you
that.
know? Yeah, so I'm just pulling down all the stuff right now. Because summer just started for me right now. Your kids are going back to school, but summer is just starting. You know, I just started dieting. I started pulling my body together. Like,
so
summer is
true.
starting right now. So we go
Yeah.
to Nantucket for like a month.
You
like, we're going to go for like a
are?
full month.
All of September?
Yeah, I'm going to try to get you to come up at some point. I mean,
Okay.
it's hard, though. Nantucket's a hard one. Oh, and your kids are back in school.
Yeah.
Well, we can
I think I'm going to move in September too. By the way, I've gotten so many letters in the mail from us saying, "Go ahead and send me mail."
That is so cute.
And you guys, I've gotten a lot of sweet letters, so thank you.
That is so cute.
I have felt very loved. It's pretty hilarious to me. I am going to move soon though, so I should probably stop here pretty soon. But it is very sweet, so thank you for the letters.
You're gonna move in September that early?
I think I'm going to do September now because I wanted to wait because I'm going to knock out the master bath in the closet and add on. I wanted to wait till that was done, but we haven't even gotten permits yet. Like, I'm living through that. So
I went to Kristin's new house the other day.
oh yeah.
That just literally like blew my socks off. That was insane because I had only seen pictures of it when you were going through everything, and of course it was like amazing.
Pictures do not do it justice.
Like at all.
I know. I remember my real estate agent when he sent them to me. He was like, "I'm telling you, you're gonna want to see it in person, though."
Like your driveway here is insane because it's like a full like city block to pull up the driveway. This new house, I was like, I didn't think I was going the right way, and you're just driving up this driveway forever, and then you kind of wrap up to the top of this hill, and it just opens up like the most beautiful resort you've ever. It's so you though. Like I was telling you when I walked in, like I had chills all over my body because like it felt like you.
Yeah.
Like it's insanely beautiful and really big, but it feels
it's
like
not that big. It's smaller than my house right now. I mean, it's big, but
no,
it's
the
one
whole
story.
But the whole
house.
feel of it, like how you can see everything spread out, like it's a really impressive looking house when you pull up to it. Like it's wild. But it still has like a bit of that cozy vibe.
Exactly,
I'm so pumped. That's your house.
That's my house.
Yeah.
That's my house. That's why, like, again, I mean, I wasn't looking, but this is my house. It was built for me, actually.
It really is. Except for that bathroom, my goodness.
Yeah, the bathroom was little, so that's why I'm going to add on to it, and the closet. So the people who built it, actually, it was their second home. They weren't here full time. So
what, like a woman, like, or was it just a single man?
It's a couple.
That was such a man's bathroom.
I don't think the wife ever went to the house. Actually,
that's what it was. It felt like a guy thought that out. That was a man's plan.
100%.
That's what's also so weird to me all the time about construction. And I really notice it here in Nashville because I love real estate. I'm always like looking at houses. You can tell that so many men build these new homes.
I completely agree.
They need men who are in construction. If your husband's in construction, they need to speak with a woman first. Because everyone buys a new home most of the time if they have the money and if it's in their budget. Most people buy a new home and they redo the kitchen, they redo the bathroom, and they redo the closets. Because like these men, like who's planning this stuff?
Like you guys, I'm not kidding. Well, even when I bought this house, because I had to add on for this closet too. The closet was tiny.
You built a whole closet
I
here.
had to add on.
Like that was a huge project.
Like that closet the closet in this house when I bought it and the closet in my new house wouldn't be big enough for me when I was 20.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
Yeah.
I really don't understand. And the bathrooms too. Well, the bathroom here has always been good. I mean, I redid a lot of it, but it was the size of it at least is good. But yeah, the closets, it's men designing closets for sure.
Yeah.
Because like a
totally.
woman, like I don't even care if you don't have a lot of money. Like women have multiple pairs of shoes. Okay. Like I don't care who you are. You have multiple pairs of shoes. There's not even room for your shoes.
So bizarre.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Women need to get involved. Women and gay men need to be brought in
There you go.
to give their feedback for sure.
That is true. That's true. Well,
What else were we going to talk about? That was it?
that was it.
Wow.
I
Very
know.
interesting. Very interesting day we had here. Did we
Yeah.
get through some good topics?
I hope so.
Do you feel like we gave our friends enough to think about?
I think the takeaway is everyone should set boundaries in a relationship early
Set
on
boundaries.
and go to Greece.
Yeah, you are good at setting boundaries.
I am.
Yesterday,
it's
wait,
it
let
can
me
be
tell the story. Let me
scary.
tell the story about yesterday.
What did I do yesterday?
No, you didn't do anything. I did something yesterday.
Oh.
Okay, so Kristin's publicist, Jack, sent my assistant this set of interview questions about Kristin for this like publication or whatever. And so it was on my calendar yesterday. So like at 2 p.m. was my time to do these like questions. Or so I sat down to do them, and it was like asking me all these questions. It was like a best friend interview type thing, asking me questions about Kristin. The way that I took it so seriously, but that was my biggest thing. Was one of my biggest things was talking about boundaries. Your boundaries have always impressed me. Like you're really good, but I have noticed in your friendships and then your relationships, sometimes your boundaries go down a bit.
Yeah.
But like your boundaries in the real world,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you say no
Yes.
to things. You do what you want to do and you
Yes.
know will be good for your life and your family. Where a lot of people don't have that. I'm a yes man.
Well, you know what? I think it's because in my early 20s, like when I first got on TV and stuff, I had zero boundaries.
Yeah.
And so I had to learn for my own sanity. You have to set boundaries. Yeah, you just do. I think you've gotten better.
No, I've gotten better. And I'm being funny, like, because obviously I have them in the right areas and stuff, but like, I'm just not that impressed by a lot of people in my life because I feel like I'm just not. Like you really impress me with those kind of, and I don't mean
thanks.
impressed like I don't think people are cool, but I'm saying like where I like learn from a friend, like, and that's something that I really have learned from you like a lot. Is like the biggest thing that
Thanks.
stands out is the boundary stuff.
I think when I really care about people, it's hard for me to set them. Like, you know, the 30A thing with Mark. I was like, I get like nervous to have that conversation because I don't want to let people down. I don't want to hurt people. But I also know I have to put myself first. Otherwise, it's going to end in a disaster for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I would have gone to 30A and I would have been pissed. I would have come home probably resenting Mark, and you know what I mean? Like it's
That's
just
where fights break up.
Yeah.
That's where fights happen. You know, where you
Yeah.
do things in a relationship that you know you don't really want to do. Of course, there's going to be things in your relationship that you have to do, right? You
Yes.
can't skip out on certain things or whatever. But I feel like that's when people are fighting. Is when you know you have to let one partner say they're not going to do something, not like whatever. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with a friendship. I mean, think about
Totally,
what our
yeah.
friendship is. I love when you cancel. You could cancel at me when I'm sitting at dinner. Kristin and I talk about this all the time, and I think that is where we feel really comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
We could cancel at the last minute or be very like, and you won't take it personal. I think you also have to do that in your relationship.
Yeah,
I
I
can do that
agree.
with Scoot. I can say, Scoot, I'm not interested in doing that, and he
Yeah.
understands.
That's the thing. You have to be able to just say how you think and feel. You have to, without someone coming at you all the time. We just talked about this with friendships too. Like we love the friendships where we don't have to hang out every week.
No.
Like we need to get coffee. It's like no one has time to get coffee every week.
No, and that's a confidence thing too. And yeah, it's so funny. Today I went to my physical therapist to work on my like back issue or whatever. Scoot just started going to the same physical therapy office for like a chest issue. And the girl that I work with, she was like, why don't you and Scoot come in together? And I was like, we would never. Like that's the weirdest thing in the world. She's like, no, we have so many couples who come in together. I'm like, well, they're weird. And that relationship needs help because I spend so much time with Scoot. They're like, I think a lot of people don't realize that you don't have to do everything with your partner.
But you should do things without them.
You should absolutely do
Everyone
things
needs
without
their
them.
own life a
And-
little bit.
And there's also things that like, yeah, you should be doing separately. So you also have things to say to each other for fuck's sake.
That's my biggest thing.
If-
Tell me something that
yeah,
I don't
like
know.
what did you do today? I don't want to go through the whole day together because we spend so much time together. I need a story.
I know. If you have nothing to say, you need to go do something.
No, those couples who do everything. It's cute if it works for them. I really do love it for people
Yeah.
that works. Like people who go to the gym together, though, I do not understand it. Like that's my time to
Yeah.
decompress. I don't want to talk to anyone.
No.
I don't want to be like, hey, Scoot, how many more sets do you have? Do you mind if we?
How much longer are you got?
Yeah, I
'Cause
can't do that. You know, there's enough pressure in life. I'm
I
not going to
know.
do that at the gym.
I know.
For fuck's sake.
I know. I just need alone time too. Like, my God.
You really do with how much is going on and the kids and stuff. And that's so good for you. You recharging. You know, you
do.
are an actual introvert, right?
I'm both, but yeah, I mean, I recharge alone. So I do think that's an introvert quality.
I love
also
being alone.
Yeah, I know. We're the same.
We were talking about that recently, but like I'm so entertaining to myself. I could spend the whole day by myself and I have so much fun. There's so many people who are like, oh, I'm bored or whatever. Like
I don't get bored.
I don't get my favorite thing in the world is to have no plans going on. Like if Scoot like goes home to see his family and I don't go on that trip, me home for like 3 days by myself, heaven. I mean, I miss Scoot and I want to see him again, but like I don't need to make a million plans. I don't want anyone to invite me to anything. So I'm like, this is my time where I just want to like fart around the house. Like I want to do absolutely nothing. Like, and I think I'm hilarious. Like I could just like talk to myself in the house, like play all the music and movies and stuff, whatever. But a lot of people are afraid of being alone.
And like quiet
time.
because that's when their mind starts to
love
overwork.
quiet time.
Dude, I was meditating again I haven't been meditating at all. I was journaling. Like that shit's important, man. I needed to get back to myself, doing face masks, like doing whatever the fuck I wanted. It was so nice.
Oh, I love it.
Because also, even when Mark isn't at the house and Jackson wants to sleep with me or Sailor wants to sleep with me, like I don't actually have a minute to myself anymore.
That's a lot of people needing you.
I have a lot of people needing me. Yeah, 3 kids is a lot of people.
That's not like you. That's hard for you.
It's needy, and I don't do well with neediness.
You
But
don't-
obviously with kids, it's different. But I think that's why, like in a relationship, I'm like, you can't need me. Like, you can't need me.
See, I can't have kids. No, it's different when it's your own kids. But
It is
even this morning, my 2 dogs, one was sleeping on my head, one was sleeping on my shoulder. I was like, Scoot, pull them off. Like this is like it's giving me anxiety, and I love them.
God. I can't actually see you with a kid.
No, it would. Well, first of all, I'd have the most dysfunctional kid in the world. They would have, what is it? When you make your kid sick, Munchausen's. Oh my God. My kid wouldn't go to school because I'd be like, she's sick. We're staying home. We're gonna do like a pageant day at home. My kid would be so messed up because I would actually be like attached to them.
Yeah, I think
I'd be nervous for them to go anywhere. You know, anything to happen to them.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm not
I remember when you and Scoot got Kevin, your first dog, and then I was like, oh yeah, no. And I think that's when you guys decided like we're probably not gonna have kids. And I remember being like, no, that makes sense. Like just seeing how you guys were with
the way
Kevin.
that we take care of a dog, like we treat him like he's like wrapped in bubble wrap. Like this dog, our dogs, both of them have never been alone. Like they've never even been in a room for like 5 minutes by themselves. Like they always have a babysitter or if we, whatever. And so like, yeah, I'm way too protective of everything. I try to do that with you, even, you know, with you. The day that you had like your day off or something, the amount of times that I checked in with you. And I love that you just like let me do it because I know that it bugs the shit out of you because you're like, Justin, stop. But like, I check in on you all day long.
No, I love it. It makes me feel so loved. All right, you guys. Well, this is fun as always. And I'll see you guys soon. And we'll be back in school and back in the swing of things.
Oh my God.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for having me, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Justin, donating your time. Bye.